What's up, Stock Up fam? It's your boy Uncle Larry back at you again. A lot of you have been asking me to do a video on Hyliion, right? My boy keeps correcting me. I forget your name. Hit me up, man. I used to say Hyliion, but it's Hyliion, all right? I'm from the west side of Chicago. We say X and not ask, all right? So it's just blame it on the west side of Chicago. But I just want to talk about this stock. All right. I got my chill shirt on again. For those of you who know, I'm in chill mode because this is not arrogant. What I'm finna say is not arrogant. This is going to be money week. We got Tesla making their announcement about Battery Day on Tuesday, right? And so you got to look at what's going on in the EV space. Remember, we're thinkers on this channel. We play hops, we play jump rope, double dutch, know when to get in and when to get out, always have an exit plan. But we also play chess because we're trying to see what everyone else is doing, right? It makes us savvy investors, right? So first of all, I want to shout out everybody for getting me to the 20,000 subscriber point. I love you guys for that. I want to hit 25,000 for Christmas. Can y'all give me that as a Christmas gift? Help this page by right now hitting that like button and then the subscribe button and then a notification bell. And you guys know I got a big announcement coming Monday. All right, about the $5,000 Tesla challenge. So let's talk about the EV space, right? We all know that Tesla is the bull when it comes to EVs. EVs are electric vehicles. Tesla's the bull. It's the lead bull in the pack. You cannot deny it. Everybody tried to short it. Everybody just tried to bet against it running, and they all failed. They kept falling. They kept falling. They kept falling. Those are the people that invests in your granddaddy's stock. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm going to tell you guys something that you really need to listen to. I used to be in oil. I am not telling you to get out of your oil because remember, before you make any financial decision, you should first research yourself and consult with your financial advisor, which I am not. I'm telling you what Larry would do. I'm going to tell you what Larry did. I sold all my oil stock, right? I sold it all. We need to be looking at the EV space. If Tesla announces on Tuesday that they have a battery that gets 1 million miles and they got the battery cost down under $100, their kilowatt price down, that means that it is now more affordable than a gas engine. I'm not going to use that other word because I jacked it up. But what's going to start to happen is the gas engine cars are going to start to decrease over time and the EVs are going to start to increase in sales. We all know that Elon is working on his price point for the cars too. He keeps lowering the price point of Tesla. He wants everybody to have a reliable car. Think about this. In China, I'm going to keep saying this, there is over 125 electric vehicle companies, not cars, companies. And those of you that travel the world, we know that in China, their technology, they're always ahead of us. We're behind China, right? I remember some years ago, I was trying to get a car. I forgot what it was. And we had to wait here because they were testing it out in China 6 months prior, right? So let's get back to Hyliion. Hyliion is a truck. For those of you who don't know, I'm not going to show you those same boring charts that everybody keeps showing you like they're new. It's an electric truck, right? The good thing about it is that, no, they don't manufacture the truck, Hyliion. Soon to have a merger on the 28th. But They could take your existing fleet and retrofit their product onto it to where you are generating your own electricity. That's huge. You have Hyliion doing the trucks. You have Nikola, and then you have Tesla. By far, Hyliion has the best solution, the best plan, and the best truck. It's cheaper, it's lighter in weight, it's going to save more fuel to the truck owner. In the trucking industry, fuel is everything because you have this big mammoth truck going across the country, and the big expense is fuel. The biggest expense is fuel. Second to, and then next is maintenance, right? My brother used to drive trucks, consolidated freightways. We used to call it cornflakes. And so I know a little bit about it. I'm not a trucker. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of truckers out there that know that this is a good solution. But the thing that I'm going to tell you that is after Tuesday, when Tesla announces its battery, hopefully, that's going to help Hyliion run even more. I'm telling you guys that unless something big happens, the bulls are coming out of the gate on this stock. And we're all excited about Tesla. I'm more excited about Hyliion than I am Tesla because I'm going to make more money on Hyliion. Hyliion is set to take off. The bulls are going to come out of the gate on this company, right? So Hyliion, you got to look at the 52 week high, right? Always look at the 52 week and the 52 week low. Hyliion went, the 52 week high is 58.49, and Friday it closed at 50, and after hours it was 50.50, right? So the 52 week high was 59 bucks, let's say. I'm telling you guys that I'm bullish on this stock, and I'm not bullish on a lot of stock. I think Hyliion is going to hit the $80 mark, right? I think it's going to hit the $80 range. Some people say 60, some people say 100. I think it's going to hit the $80 range. Whatever you guys think it's going to hit, type it down. Leave a comment and tell me what you think and why. But everything that I'm seeing on this stock is saying that it's going to run, because right behind Tesla and the big announcement, and if it's a home run, the EV people are going to be thirsty for more, including me. I'm going to be thirsty for more Hyliion. And so those of you that have your positions, you're good to go. Those of you that want to make a quick short-term swing play, have at it. You're going to, I believe you will still make some money. But here's what I'm going to tell you guys that you are missing. The warrants. I'm telling you, the warrants. Every time I look at my portfolio, I look at the stock and I smile. But when I look at the warrants, I'm like flipping backwards. And I haven't even executed the warrants. Just the profit I'm making off the face value of the warrants. Let me go back, instead of posting an old video, let me tell you guys that's listening to me for the first time something. The warrants on Hyliion, right? You can't get them on Robinhood. So they were trailing behind, right? They were trailing behind because you can't get them on all of the platforms. It is at the 52-week high. It ran because it was behind. And when the S&P 500 fell, Hyliion just stood out like so. That was a clear sign that it's a strong bull and it's ready to run, right? So it's at 23.32. I'm sorry, 23.33. If you guys got Fidelity, it's SHLLWT. The WT stands for warrant. Whatever trading account you guys have, what I would suggest is in your search bar, type in SHLL warrants or Hyliion warrants. And here's what's great about the warrants, right? I got my warrants at $10, right? Some at 10, and then I dollar cost average up because I dollar cost average up like 6 different times. I looked at it every morning for a week. And if you guys are not tuned in tomorrow for the $5,000 Tesla challenge, you're going to miss out on a chart and something that's been happening that you guys need to know about. There's always things that are right in front of us, but we don't see them because they're right in front of us. But this thing would dip in the morning because the big whales would sell off in the morning. It would open Monday morning, it would sell off and then run down and then it run back up. And I just kept buying it on the dips, right? So even if you sold the warrants at face value, you could have made a great profit, right? So I don't know about you guys. I forgot to bring it down, but I have from Hyliion a book about this thick for all the investors. Is this thick that they sent? And I was just reading through, and it's all of the business about behind the company. I'm telling you, this company is legit. They have a great business plan, a great team, a great advisory board, a great CEO. I mean, I can't find any flaws in the company. And they're not blah, 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 like another company that's in the same space. I'm not going to call their name. Excuse me, I had a cough. That's why I was drinking the water. But you guys, there's money to be made even now. Now, there's money to be made in Hyliion. Hyliion, the Bulls are going to run this week. I mean, the Bulls are going to run. This is going to be, now, it could be a volatile week, and I want you guys to understand this. Whales, when they see so much of a move, you got to understand this. If it's an institution and they have millions and millions of shares, they can afford to just make a 5% bump and cash out and limit their risk, and they're good. They're good to their investors. They're good, right? And they can afford to make those little 5, 10% bumps, and they're good, right? And so what happens is a sell-off, then some of you newbies start panicking, and you're going, oh my God, something's wrong. And nothing's wrong. There's no bad news. Like I said, nothing's wrong with the CEO. The truck didn't explode. The advisory board didn't leave and live on an island. None of this stuff happened. Company's still solid. The company has a truckload of money coming in, and they show over the years how much profitability that they're going to have. So I want you guys to just look that up, type it in. The charts are all over the place. I'm not going to bore you with charts today. I just want to let you guys know if you got it, hold it. So here's what I predict, that on the 28th of this month, September 28th, they are going to have the merger, right? I think the stock is going to be in the 80s. I do. I'm bold on it. I'm bullish on it. And I think it's going to go higher, 80s, 85, I think. Now, if it goes past that, I'm so glad. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm bearish saying 80s. And I hope you guys make a ton of money on it. And it's going to run up afterwards. And there's going to be profit taking, right? Profit taking, which means for those of you newbies, mean it's going to be a sell-off. Now, to those of you that keep saying, why would you sell it? I see you guys' comments. Why would you sell it? Why would you sell it? Let me tell you guys something. You should always, always, always have an exit plan. But your exit plans, Bobby's exit plan is not the same as Sally's exit plan. Sally may not be able to afford to hold it for 5 years like you plan on doing. So you can't tell everybody that your exit plan is the best exit plan for everybody. You guys don't do that. Don't do that. And then there's some of us, me, I overbought, meaning I had a set number that I was going to buy. It dropped. I doubled down and got some more shares for a swing trade. I'm going to grab quick profits on that, and then I'm going to let it run up. I'm not selling all of my stock. I'm going to sell a portion of it because I am going to lock in my profits, right? We're here to learn. So I'm going to end this because I'm going to tell you guys for the last time about the warrants. Here's how the warrants work. You're welcome. I know a lot of you guys are saying, how does these warrants work? Like, it's not a warrant for your arrest, right? I ain't got no warrants. So check this out, people. If you buy the warrants, and some of us was blessed to buy the warrants at $10, right? Let's say the warrants, and then I did actually buy some warrants at $11.50, right? There's a significant thing about the number 1150. So I bought, let's just say I bought warrants at $11.50, right? I don't care where you bought the warrants at. A year from now, I could exercise the warrants. That's the way we say in Chicago, because we can't say it correctly. I could exercise my warrants. Now, for Larry to exercise his warrants, I have to pay Hyliion $11.50. Now, that has no bearings on my purchase price. I'm not paying $11.50 to exercise the warrant because I bought it at $11.50. That is the price that Hyliion set for to exercise the warrants, right? And so I don't care if I bought it at $20 and $30. For me to exercise the warrant is $11.50, right? So I bought some at $11.50. I have until March 4th, 2024 to exercise the warrants. They retain the right to do a call on the warrants, meaning just like, those of us darker skinned folk, when the street lights came on, your parents did a call. They generally called you and told you better have your butt on the porch by the time the street lights come on. Y'all old school, y'all know about that. But anyway, they could say, hey, we want those warrants in. They can do that in a year. I hope they take 3 years, because in 3 years, I think that this stock will be at least $325. That's what I think. So that's why for every 1 share of stock I bought 2 shares of warrants. Because if that stock is worth $300, then I paid $11.50 for my shares. I paid an extra $11.50 to exercise the warrant, and then I get the $300 share of stock. That's the way it happens. So I'm getting a $300 share for essentially $23. Follow? So the warrants are more valuable than even the stock. I know you're saying, well, how could they make money off of that? Who cares? It's legit. All right? But that's how they raise money early, right? These institutions have made a lot of ways to create wealth for themselves and to make money, right? What I like about the CEO, he's not money hungry. A lot of you guys think he's a geek. He is a geek, but I like this dude. He's a straight talker. For those of us that are deep thinkers, we listen and we research everything he says. And he's actually a bit modest. So I'm hoping that he has something else that's big. Like Elon Musk said on Battery Day, there's something big. Like Apple always do at the end when they announce their new iPhone. But there's one more thing. And so I'm just telling you guys, and I'm signing off with this. Yes, I want you to hit that like button. If you've learned anything, I want you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. But I want to tell you guys that Hyliion this week is going to be a bull. And I want you guys to come back after the announcement and say, yep, you was right, Uncle Larry. I know I'm not the only one saying this. I know a lot of you guys already know this, but there's always the naysayers, right? Let me end by telling you guys this about brokers, okay? And especially you ladies that are new. So many ladies joined the page, and I'm so happy because there's single moms out there, there's wives, we just need more women making this money, right? I looked in my analytics and it was like 85% male. So we need our sisters making money, you know, and our girlfriends and our wives. You guys get the word out. And then all of you guys from all over the world, I think I counted 30 countries. Man, love you guys. But let me tell you guys this. Everybody has brokers in their life, right? In the old days, which was not too long ago, if you wanted to execute a trade, you had to call Fidelity or whoever your brokerage account is through, and you had to say, I want to buy some shares of this. And then you paid $100 and then they bought you some shares. Then you said, I want to sell some shares. And then you pay another $100 for them to sell you some shares. I have an old school friend. That's still the way he does it. Wow, I don't get it. But those are brokers, right? But then you have those neighborhood friends, you know, the people you grew up with, and they still on the same corner. And 30 and 40 years later, they still renting. They never had a house. You get a house and they say, man, I wouldn't get a house if I was you. Because what's going to happen if you can't pay your mortgage? Same thing that's going to happen if you can't pay your rent. Out is out. So the reason why I call them brokers is because they broke and they want you broker. Remember that. Live, love, and laugh, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.